Hi everyone, it's Miss Rapp. We are doing Algebra 2, Unit 5, Quadratics, Lesson 2, Graphing Mixed Systems of Equations. So pages 168 to 171. Please get that out and we'll get started. Okay, so to start off, what even is a system of equations? Well, a system of equations is when you set two equations equal for each other and you're solving for the intersection. Solving for the intersection. What is a solution to a system of equations? So a solution is where the graphs cross. Your answer will be an XY point. Okay, so let's do station 1. This is going to be a mix of linear, quadratic, absolute value. So it'll be a nice graphing review. So it says, what type of functions did you graph? What are the solutions? Well, I know that f of x is quadratic. And I know that g of x is linear. Okay, so to graph the quadratic, I can see that my vertex is 3, -4. This is review from last lesson. So if you're like, oh man, I don't remember how to graph, you should look over lesson 1. So quadratic's vertex is 3, -4. And my a value equals 1. So I'm going to go over 1, up 1, over 1, up 1. I'm going to go over 1, up 1, 2, 3, over 1, up 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to keep going. Over 1, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I fit 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 will be up here. So my quadratic looks like this. And a lot of you might be thinking, like, do I need that many points? I like to do as many quadratic points that fit because then I can really see what's going on with my intersections. Okay, so my linear has a y-intercept of -1. I'm going to pull out a different color for this, actually. Has a y-intercept of -1. And I'm going to go up 1, over 1 the whole time. There's an intersection. And there is another. Grab my ruler. So they cross at, what is that, 1, 0, and 6, 5. One, 0, and 6, 5 are solutions. Okay, check that one out. Pause if you need to. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to station 2. Okay, station 2 says f of x equals -x squared and y equals the absolute 2 times the absolute value of x minus 3. So I would say that f of x is a quadratic and the y equals 1 is linear. So I'll do this in green and I'll do this in pink. So let's start with our quadratic. Our vertex is 0, 0, and it's facing down. Over 1, down 3, over 1, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, over 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's our down-facing quadratic. This is just a reflection. Wow, I said that was linear, but guys, it is so clear that this is absolute value. I'm so sorry. Whoops. Absolute value, duh. So my absolute value vertex is going to be at 0, -3, and I go up 2 over 1. And when I find the intersections, I just circle them. It makes it a little cleaner. And there you have it. Just a little graphing review. I would say my answers are -1, -1, and +1, -1. That is station 2. Let's move on to station 3. Okay, so station 3, I will do the first one in green and the second one in pink. So I would say that f of x is quadratic and g of x is also quadratic. So for both of these, this is a nice review problem because we did this last lesson. So f of x is in factored form. So I know for f of x, I'll have x equals 1 and x equals -2 as my intercepts. So to figure out what the middle is, I'll do 1 plus -2 over 2, which is going to be -1/2. And my y value, we'll just plug that in. So if some of you are like, well, what are you actually plugging into your calculator? I literally just plug in -0.5 minus 1 times -0.5 plus 2, and I get -2.25. So we're just going to estimate that. So I'll go plot this in the green. So that's -1/2. So that's like right here-ish in between. And -2.25 will be like there. But I know I have points at -2 and +1. So my green quadratic looks like this. We're really looking for the intercepts and the vertex for that. Okay, well, g of x is in standard form. So I'm going to use x equals -b over 2a, which is going to be, well, there is no b value, so it's 0 over times 2a, -2. So that's going to be 0. So our vertex is 0, -3. And I actually could tell because when there's no b value, it's just 0, whatever your y-intercept is. So I could have seen that at the beginning. So 0, -3 is right here. I'm facing down. Over 1, down 2, over 1, down 2, over 1, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Some of you may be thinking, why is she going down 6? Well, -2 times 3 is -6. Right now, these do not cross. No solution. They do not cross. Okay, take a moment, look through that one. Let's go on to station number 4. Okay, station number 4, this will be the last one we work on together. Let's do it. So station number 4, I'll do this one in green, and I will do this one in pink. And guys, remember, you can always pause if you need some extra help. Okay, so f of x is quadratic. And g of x is also quadratic. F of x is in standard form, so we're going to have to use x equals -b over 2a. So that's going to be x equals -6 over 2 times 3, which is -6 over +6, which is -1. The y value, I just plug in -1. And I throw that in my calculator. Literally, you type it just like that. And you get y equals -7. So our vertex is -1, -7. Let's use our new information and our a value to plot. So -1, -7. You're going to go over 1 up 1, 2, 3, over 1 up 1, 2, 3. And now I'm going to go 3 times my a value. So I'm going to go over 1 up 9 on both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. The next one I'd have to go up way higher, and I don't think it would fit on here. So let's check this out. I'll draw my green line. Okay, this is really thin and skinny and narrow, and that's because that A value of 3. Okay, guys, station 4. When it's on the format, g of x equals ax squared plus c, that's your y value of your vertex. When you are missing the b value, you can just go right to this. So I know it's going to be 0, negative 4. So I'm going to use 0, negative 4, which, look, is already an answer. We have already found an answer. So from the center, so my a value is 1. A equals 1. And I'll even write right here, a equals 3. I go over 1 up my a value, over 1 up my a value. Over 1 up 1, 2, 3 times my a value. Over 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 times my a value. Then I'm going to go over 1 up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. 2 perfectly clean points. As long as your points are really clear, the shape doesn't have to be perfect. So I would say the answers to this is -3, 5, and 0, -4. Those are our 2 answers. All right, guys, that is it for lesson 2. Thanks for watching. Please make sure you fill out your video check-in form. Have a great day, and I will see you guys in class. Bye.